We can. In this series, is to stand alone today. You'll be surprised what I chose to speak on. You'll be surprised, I promise you. Let me read the possible text of Genesis 1, 26 and 27, and Genesis 20, end of the chapter. A part of reading me the Houston Word of God, Genesis 1, 26. And God said, let us make a man just after a lie, and to have the many of this the picture to see. Over the birds that have on the livestock in the earth is every creeping things that creeps in the earth. And God created man is the image of God. Male and female is the created God. Verse 18. Then the Lord God said, it's not good. Man should be alone. I make a helpful to him. I know the great Lord is the beast of the field and the bird in the heaven. I brought to the man. Call them, and we call the living creature is just the name. Man gives the name all life. The dog in the bus is the heavenly and beast of fear. Adam is the not find it happen for him. The Lord God is considered deeply for the father of man. It's like one of this is the core system place. Was the naked, what a shame. Father living God's word. It says here to do something is different. As a standalone today is it's because it's speaking about issues such as a sense of nature. I'm gonna do is no more do. I know move on the stage is the stop. It's basically stand stationary. I really know. The read my song. What I want to share today is directed to the past. They want to be with carefully chosen of God's goodness, suppress the mind and female. I want to think to the gender. I want to think his gender is given to you, the Creator. Your mind is thinking of your heart is someone is the gender. Why are you the sharing the deal? People with the animal that is it is I would say the man is my aim with the soul. You consider the masculinity, you am precious to God. I want you to love being the man. I want to say to women, I want you to consider the femininity, to ever precious the gift from God. I want you to love being the woman. Moreover, I want to consider, as you get disciples, is the 20 little boy. You might think about this, how many the 20 little boys and become the mature man. How mighty 20 little girls become the mature women. And this is the heart. I want to see someone about gender stereotyping, where you might say there, because that's exactly the issue they're speaking about. I think this issue is not only crucial, I think this issue is essential to the future have. Our church has the church in North America. I think the future of our church depends on the right degree. Yes, how they will and explain. And the Western world is the culture which is to live. It's more relation. This is the Western culture, almost nothing in the lab. A biblical word of the build is also another culture. Especially the word build is called a moral therapy. Where the be sure that they're going. Some that is a scale description. The man and the GP and goes down the Lord the way of the live. It should be the lost of the fine at the back. It shouldn't get the trouble as the how they possess. It sounds have an exhilarating song. If you have no, you have a big no. Yeah, I don't know how. Babsida, no. There we not just the stood alone is the mouth. It can go east, I can go to west, it's out of the me this side. I am smart. Yes, I am smart. It was Lord Messi, we just discussion is what is the nature of a human being. We barely should pray human life. That's a Lord Map. This is a political party. We're not on any candidate. Pro-abortion policy. It's the legalization of marijuana, the right to diet and dignity, which it costs to mean the issue is still suicide. For legalization, prostitute, there's no greater moral liberation is to our society, and the one that surrounds is the gender identity. It's because it's sex outside the marriage. It's being legitimate and moral. I've said this a couple is living together, and having a children is the meat is the bit of marriage. It's the shame. It includes easy acceptance. The both is. It says that homosexuality in the same-sex marriage is normal right. It's the power to prosecute. It's good to from our society. Anyone who will not agree with this is a new value. At the new approach to gender identity, this is the next big thing. This is only the beginning of our lottery. It's not a man. It's been called the transgender. Unlike he considers there, you see us putting along, hardly able to have the weight point. So much is going on. A journey trip says this is new time. The police on transgender man is named Andy Instant. He always wanted to have the biological children. At the age of 18, he has a transition, you see. Andy was the woman from female to man. She received testosterone treatment. Eventually, there was surgery. The breast is removed. The body left is a female level to play. In the mid-20s, he decided it's time. Decided to stop taking the testosterone just to try to get pregnant, and so they try to. They protest the medicine, create news. And the other base is the base strong anti-discrimination policy, legality, gender identity. They refuse the treatment that they say and no expertise. The gender patient. With the instant finding treatment is another medical decree. They got pregnant, but the child is the transgender individual. In the meantime, sexual discrimination, the one. It's an article entitled New Gay Orthodoxy. Here they state the debate regarding the acceptance of homosexuality is now over. Furthermore, state those with the same sexual marriage and habit speed the public life is not the division. In other words, you cannot do public life in an area is except the normalization. It's new this. 10 years ago, there's some okay, now it's accepting homosexuality normally. In the sense of 10 years later, the number is well over 50% and growing quite quickly. In other words, the idea is it's a load, man. Lord Tree, just a little bit started.